The baby monitor industry was supposed to be bulletproof. For over 50 years, these devices had evolved from simple one-way radio transmitters to sophisticated digital units with video feeds, temperature sensors, and motion detection. By 2010, the global baby monitor market was worth over $800 million annually, with companies like Philips Avent, Motorola Baby, and Summer Infant dominating the landscape. Parents were paying anywhere from $50 to $400 for dedicated monitoring systems that promised peace of mind through crystal-clear audio, night vision cameras, and reliable range coverage throughout their homes. The technology seemed specialized enough, the parental anxiety market large enough, and the safety concerns serious enough that no disruption seemed possible. After all, what parent would trust their baby's safety to anything less than a purpose-built, professionally designed monitoring system? The first crack in this seemingly impenetrable market appeared not from a competitor making better baby monitors, but from developers who realized that the most powerful monitoring device was already sitting in every parent's pocket. In 2011, apps like Baby Monitor 3G began transforming ordinary smartphones and tablets into sophisticated surveillance systems that could do everything traditional monitors could do, and significantly more. The math was simple, but devastating for the industry. Instead of buying a $300 dedicated monitor with limited functionality, parents could download a $5 app and use devices they already owned to create a monitoring system that was more flexible, more powerful, and infinitely more convenient. Early adopters quickly discovered that smartphone-based monitors offered features that dedicated devices couldn't match, including the ability to monitor from anywhere in the world, automatic cloud recording of incidents, integration with home security systems, and the convenience of receiving alerts on devices they were already checking dozens of times per day. The technology driving this transformation was the rapid advancement of smartphone capabilities that occurred between 2010 and 2015. The iPhone 4, released in 2010, included a front-facing camera, high-quality rear camera, and reliable Wi-Fi connectivity, while Android devices quickly matched and exceeded these specifications. By 2012, smartphones routinely featured high-definition video recording, low-light photography capabilities, and processing power that exceeded many dedicated computer systems from just years earlier. Apps like Cloud Baby Monitor, Dormy, and Baby Monitor Annie leveraged these capabilities to offer features that traditional monitors simply couldn't provide. Two-way communication became standard, allowing parents to speak to their children through the phone's speaker. Video quality often exceeded that of dedicated monitors, costing hundreds of dollars more. Most importantly, these apps could send push notifications, texts, and even phone calls when sound or movement was detected, ensuring parents would never miss an alert even if their phone was on silent. The convenience factor proved to be the traditional baby monitor industry's Achilles heel. Dedicated monitors required parents to carry around an additional device, remember to charge it, and stay within its limited range to maintain connectivity. Smartphone apps eliminated all of these friction points while adding capabilities that dedicated devices couldn't match. Parents could check on their children from work, during date nights, or even while traveling out of state. The apps typically cost between $0 and $10, compared to dedicated monitors that ranged from $50 to over $400. Multiple children could be monitored simultaneously using old smartphones or tablets that families already owned, turning obsolete devices into valuable surveillance tools. Features like scheduled recording, motion-activated alerts, and integration with smart home systems became standard in apps, while remaining premium features in dedicated monitors that cost significantly more. Traditional baby monitor manufacturers initially dismissed the smartphone threat, arguing that dedicated devices offered superior reliability, better battery life, and specialized features that apps couldn't replicate. They promoted the security advantages of closed systems that didn't rely on internet connectivity, the superior range of dedicated radio frequency transmitters, and the peace of mind that came from purpose-built hardware. Companies like Philips Avent and Motorola Baby continued to focus on incremental improvements to their existing product lines, adding features like smartphone integration that ironically highlighted how much more capable smartphone apps had become. Some manufacturers attempted to bridge the gap by creating hybrid products that connected traditional monitors to smartphone apps. But these solutions offered the worst of both worlds: higher costs, increased complexity, and redundant functionality that parents quickly recognized as unnecessary. By 2015, the writing was clearly on the wall as smartphone baby monitor apps had achieved feature parity with high-end dedicated devices while maintaining massive advantages in cost, convenience, and flexibility. Apps like Baby Monitor 3G boasted over 1 million downloads, while newer entrants like Alfred Camera and Presence attracted millions of users by offering free basic monitoring with optional premium features. The app ecosystem had evolved to include specialized solutions for different needs. Some focused on audio monitoring with sophisticated cry detection algorithms. Others emphasized video quality with night vision and zoom capabilities, and still others integrated with smart home platforms to create comprehensive monitoring environments. User reviews consistently favored app-based solutions, citing better video quality, more reliable notifications, and the convenience of using devices they already owned and understood. The data tells the story of an industry in rapid decline during the crucial period from 2015 to 2020. Traditional baby monitor sales in the United States dropped by approximately 40% between 2015 and 2018, while downloads of baby monitoring apps increased by over 300% during the same period. Major retailers like Target and Walmart reduced their baby monitor shelf space by more than half, with many stores dedicating only a single aisle end cap to devices that once occupied entire sections. Summer Infant, one of the largest traditional baby monitor manufacturers, saw their stock price fall by over 60% between 2016 and 2019, before filing for bankruptcy protection. Philips sold their baby monitor division in 2017, citing changing market dynamics and consumer preferences that made the business unit no longer viable as a standalone operation. Even Motorola, which had been in the baby monitor business since the early days of the industry, quietly discontinued most of their dedicated monitor lines by 2019. The smartphone app revolution succeeded because it offered a superior solution across virtually every metric that mattered to parents. Cost advantages were substantial. A comprehensive monitoring setup using smartphone apps typically cost less than $20, compared to $100 to $400 for equivalent dedicated systems. Functionality improvements were even more dramatic, with apps offering features like cloud recording, remote access from anywhere in the world, integration with existing smart home systems, and the ability to monitor multiple children using devices families already owned. The convenience of receiving notifications on devices parents were already checking constantly throughout the day eliminated the friction of carrying and monitoring additional devices. Quality advantages were significant as well, since smartphone cameras and microphones typically exceeded the specifications of dedicated monitors in the same price range, while processing power allowed for advanced features like cry detection algorithms and motion tracking that were expensive add-ons in dedicated systems. Perhaps most tellingly, the traditional baby monitor industry's attempts to fight back actually accelerated their own demise. When companies like Philips and Motorola Baby introduced smartphone connectivity features, they inadvertently educated parents about the superior capabilities of smartphone-based monitoring while highlighting the redundancy of dedicated devices. Marketing campaigns that emphasized the security advantages of closed systems backfired when high-profile hacking incidents affected traditional monitors, while smartphone apps remained secure through regular updates and professional security management. Attempts to compete on features failed because smartphone hardware advanced faster than dedicated device manufacturers could innovate, creating a technology gap that widened every year. Price wars proved futile since apps could be offered for free with optional premium features, a business model that traditional hardware manufacturers couldn't replicate without destroying their entire revenue structure. The destruction of the traditional baby monitor industry between 2010 and 2020 represents one of the most complete examples of smartphone disruption in consumer electronics. An industry that seemed protected by parental anxiety, safety concerns, and specialized functionality was completely transformed by apps that offered superior solutions at a fraction of the cost. By 2020, traditional baby monitors had become niche products purchased primarily by parents who specifically wanted offline monitoring or those unaware of smartphone alternatives. The global baby monitor market had shrunk to less than half its 2010 size, while the functionality had been absorbed into the broader smartphone app ecosystem where innovation continued at a pace that dedicated device manufacturers could never match. Parents had discovered that the most sophisticated, convenient, and cost-effective baby monitor was the device they already carried everywhere, upgraded regularly, and knew how to use intuitively, making dedicated monitors as obsolete as standalone cameras, GPS devices, and portable music players that smartphones had already displaced.